Did you improvise on Scrubs often?
Yeah, a ton. And that's a credit to Bill. I gave him shit for being tough on me, but I should end by saying I love him to death, and he's one of my best friends in the world. But as a a nod to him, he was very, very free with letting us play around. And a lot of people's favorite stuff came from us just being, so close and silly. And the thing about Scrubs is it created such a safe environment. When you go into a job as an actor in a normal situation, it's like first day of school. You're nervous. You want to do a good job. You want to seem like you're good at what you do. And you're like, you don't want to put yourself out there too much. You don't want to overstep or be too big. Whereas after the family that was created in Scrubs, and I'm sure you felt this with your shows too, is that it creates an environment where there's a net underneath the line, and you can always go crazy and do whatever comes to your mind and just be fully self-expressed. And out of that safety, a lot of it will be too silly and not make sense, but some of it will be gems, and a lot of that happened on Scrubs.
Who is the one? I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be hard to answer because you don't want to say one person, but who's the one guy or girl who made you laugh the most? It's just
Neil Flynn. I can say it. Everyone on Scrubs would probably say the same answer. Neil Flynn, who played the janitor. He's a hilarious improv comedian and a genius, funny person.
Do you remember a day where you just...
There's times in the script where it would just say, and then Neil makes up something. Because the writers, it would be like midnight and they'd be like, I don't know, whatever we're going to say, he's going to beat anyway. So just have him come up with a punchline. And it would say like parentheses, Neil makes up something funny here.
And he always would.
No, times 10, dude. He's the most quick-witted actor I've ever performed with.
What's the one thing that you remember where you just couldn't stop laughing? Like people were getting pissed because they couldn't move on.
There's a bit, and you can look at this up on the gag reels on YouTube, but there's a bit where the janitors wanted me to wear, his wife had made me short shorts made of the Scrubs material, and he wanted me to wear them. And I was like, I'm a doctor. I can't wear short shorts to work. And he said, but my wife, and this is all stuff he was making up. He's like, but my wife put a lot of work into these. She doesn't have, the good Lord didn't bless my wife with all 10 fingers. She was just born with pointer and thumb pinky. And he then proceeded to show how she made the short shorts using pointer and thumb pinky. And I couldn't get through it. And that's just him being silly and crazy.